What's up, ladies and gentlemen? That one Andrew here, and welcome to an Around the Game Block podcast. As you can see, this time it is a little different, unless you watch my update video with Fire Emblem Fates that I made a couple weeks ago. That had this type of format thing. I now have news articles up, and I will be recording it. And I also decided that, for the sake of my sanity, not sitting here in the quiet all alone, I'm going to play a little music in the background. So as you can see, I have my headphones. They're purposely like this, in case I don't like being like this, because A, I can't tell how loud I am, and I need to respect the people that live here, and B, I just don't like being completely secure. So that's why my headphones are like this. Anyways, as you can tell, we have a webcam now. Hello, how are you doing? Still using the old mic because don't have the new one sorted out yet, but welcome to Around the Game Block podcast, episode 7 or 6 or something. I could check really quick. In fact, why don't we just check really fast? You go to my channel, and I'm hoping that this music. So this is episode 6, as it would be, according to this 4 or 5. Yes. So welcome to episode 6 of Around the Game Block podcast. By the way, shout out to the hat person. He doesn't. I mean, we're not connected in any way, like no collabs or anything. I just watch him for like background noise when I'm playing games. But welcome to true that one Andrew fashion, just being randomly off topic, that Around the Game Block podcast. Now, I haven't done this in a couple months, and that's mainly because nothing's really happened the past couple of months. The beginning of years are always slow for video game news, and in turn for video game news, that's also Persona news. I'm going to turn this down just a little bit, and if I have to, I'll put some background music on top of this, but, you know, hopefully if you guys are watching this, you're here to watch me, which, thank you very much. I really hope that is what it is, because I'm doing this for you guys. I'm not doing this just because I'm like, hey, I want to record myself, because oh, it's fun, but for self-pleasure, I don't know if it's... Anywho, let's get on to news articles. Now, sticking with the common trend as always, I'm going to be mainly focused on Persona, Shin Megami Tensei, Atlus mainly, and, oh hey Nate. And so, for most of my news, I've completed Persona Central, as you see up here. I also have IGN opened up. There'll be a couple things over there that I would like to talk about. And then also some little side things that we might get to or we might not. So first things first, as I was going on the internet, those who may be well informed know that a certain game called Geneni Ibun Roku Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem released in Japan December 26, I believe, 2015. And I was looking at this article, and it appears that we have, or Japan has an art book coming in. Sorry, that's spastic. Has an art book coming in, blah blah blah, art book, great. We still don't have the game. We have no confirmation of the game. We don't even, there's a possibility that it could not be coming to the United States. But in this art book, it includes art from Popular Toy 8, photos, background art, objects, mirages. It is 336 pages, pretty good art book, around 4,000 yen in Japanese, but it's an art book, so maybe do, maybe not. With this, I would probably wait for the English version, because while the art books, you know, they are mainly about art, there's a lot of side comments and stuff on these that explain like what they were thinking, what the designers were thinking and all that. So if you're really passionate about a game, I would wait for the English release. Now, with Persona, I have 3, 4, and Arena, I believe, all in English. Ultimax and Q are in Japanese. That's because they haven't been released in the United States, and I just felt like I have to have them. But I'm sure I'm going to be getting those when they come out for English soon, hopefully. Well, I mean, maybe not soon, but this year I would hope at least one of them would come out. And it says here, smaller edition art book with concept art and designs was including the game's master edition, so this must have been a collector's edition. But yes, we have no confirmation, but I do have a little thing. John Harden over at Atlus. Exclusive news break, as you would say it. Even though he's a really good guy. He responds to a lot of people's tweets and stuff. But I tweeted him, I think it was Thursday or Friday. I believe it was Friday, the 12th. I was waiting in between classes. I decided to tweet him. Any word about Shin Megami Tensei X Fire Emblem, assuming it would be localized by Atlus USA. And he sent that. So, make what you want with that. And then, as you can see, I responded with, don't give me that LMAO. And he just throws it right back at you. Or threw it right back at me. So, is it coming to the United States? Hopefully this is a sign of yes. He can't say no, he can't say yes. He's just a PR guy, but I got a real good kick out of that. Anywho, so yep, art book for a game that we do not have. Hopefully we will soon though. This was a cool little thing that I saw. Dancing All Night. I put so many out. I think by the end of Persona 4 Dancing All Night, I imported it and got it around July just because of shipping. Or maybe June. Like late June, early July, I got it. And then I got it again in English when it came out in September. And adding up all the hours, I think I put around 80 hours. So about the time of a JRPG into this one rhythm game. But that's just because I love rhythm games so much. I remember the Project Diva games. I put probably 100 hours in between the two for the Vita, which the third one is coming out in March. I'm excited for it just because I'm a rhythm game fanatic. I love that, and I'm good at them too. Like I was perfecting those all night difficulty ones. So not to toot my own horn or anything, but I thought this was cool. There was unused data of Persona 5 Velvet Room's alternate costumes. So maybe perhaps in the future we could see, yeah, they're showing heroes for Nanako. So, either A, well no, this is absolutely the same as that. So maybe in the future, we could see these costumes come into the game when Persona 5 gets released. Persona 5 was initially supposed to be released back in December of 2015, so this would have been around the DLC time. Well, not December, but in 2015. So, who knows? Maybe Atlus really thought that they were going to hit that mark, but then decided after, you know, looking at the whole project that it was not going to be able to happen. But yeah, really cool. Maybe in Dancing All Night 2, I hope they make a sequel to that game that includes both. I want them to include music from 3 and quite possibly 5. I don't know how they do that in one game, but in Arena Ultimax they smushed 4 and 3 characters. They got all of them in there. So maybe they can do like 5 and 3, maybe, and a hint of 4. Probably. I don't know. Just pull a Persona 4, but with 5. So start throwing 3 into 5 with everything. Perhaps. We'll see. I don't think 3 or 4 are going to be irrelevant after Persona 5 is released. I think, if anything, they'll be more relevant because people will go back and play those. Which they should, because they're good games. Alright, so here's another news article that I thought was kind of cool. Persona 3, the movie for Winter Rebirth, is in theaters January 23rd, 2016. So it's already out. And that is for Japan. Do not get excited. It will never be in theaters in the United States, at least not where I live, which saddens me deeply. I actually have the movies 1, 2, and 3, the collector's editions, because I'm insane, and I refuse to watch both 2 and 3 because I know if I watch those, I will want to I'll want to watch the 4th one, and I don't. And there's no way I'm not gonna pirate it because I don't believe in pirating things unless they're like so old that you can't find them anywhere, like NES games maybe, or just really old music, or Japanese music for that matter. Some J-pop you can't find anywhere. It's not on the iTunes Store, not on Windows, and all that stuff. But for the most part, I do not pirate. And I thought this was cool. Apparently Walkman is a sponsor kind of thing for Persona 3. And I don't know how many of you know this, but Sony actually was like a sponsor or whatever for Persona 3, the game, when it first came out. That little iPod, or not an iPod, that little MP3 player that, whatever they call him, Sakito, Minato, whatever his name is, around his, oh, maybe this is it, Sony Walkman. No, that's not it. But it was a little one that had like the little clicker thing. I actually have it somewhere around here. Like I said, I'm a crazy man. It might be over there. Actually, let me go grab it. I'll be right back. Battery life sucked in it. That's why I never use it. Ooh, this is some spooky music. I don't like this. That's Kanji was always my favorite character. Oh, I got something sticky on my hands. I don't know what that was. So this was what I was talking about. It's a Walkman, Sony, has a little clicker thing. It's actually really cool, and I liked it a lot. If it was charged, a little LED screen would pop up right here that shows you like battery life and what's playing and all that stuff. And it also comes with the little neck strap to put around. I'm wearing headphones, so it won't fit around my neck. But I liked it a lot, and then you plug your headphone right there, plug in USB right there, and to change the song, you twist this at the top. Really cool thing. It was really hard to find because they're only available in Japan. At least this model, the exact model that was used in the game. So yeah, I got that, and like I said, I would use it more, but I think the battery life was on par for about 50 minutes. At least that one. That's 10 years old by now. Yeah, 2016. Jeez, Louise. Persona 3 is 10 years old. That is so crazy. So looks like they have a new sponsor here. Why don't we since we're here? Oh. Oh wait. Can we play it? This is a little 15-minute clip right there. That's cool. That's another reason I get the limited editions, is because they come with That's another reason I get limited editions, because they come with the soundtrack, and I like that a lot. So don't worry, this will work. I'm gonna probably make a playlist with all this stuff and all that. But yeah, so they have that now. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Pink headphones doesn't really fit him, and a pink Walkman. But maybe I'll get it. I don't know. Replace that one. I bought an iPhone just to play music, and of course that doesn't work because no phones ever work the way they're supposed to. They always break really fast. Sorry, I'm hitting everything. But yeah, really cool. Little collaboration. Get paid. My lord. Over 60. So this was cool. For those into figures and stuff, they'll know that right now a little figure gallery is being shown, and there are some Persona things there. So I'm just gonna go through this right here, and if you're interested, you know, keep watching. If not, you can skip ahead, I guess, to the next article or whatever. But we have Aigis right here in a kimono, really nice. There's Rise, Yosuke, and there's Aigis again. Labras. I think that's a chibi Labras, maybe? So this is the P3 Femme main character, and that is I know his name. Akihiko's friend. That's spoilers. I know his name. It's Shinji, maybe? That might be right. Yeah, there he is. There we have Theodore, Persona 3. I don't know if that's Labris or Ray. I never beat Persona Q. Not yet. I'm in the middle of it. I take like 2 years to beat long games, unless it's Persona 4 Golden, which I can beat in a week. I actually beat that game in 1 week. All 80 hours. It was nuts. So summer break. I had nothing to do. But that might be Ray. I can't tell. I have no idea who that is. Who are you, mystical lady? Who the heck is that? Someone tell me in the comments who that is. That's Rise. I don't know, maybe Rise? Oh, Odin Sphere. Alright. This makes sense. They're not just Persona characters. I like this Rise one a lot, though. This is a Persona or Demon. I'm not sure which one. Maybe Pixie. I don't know who that is. Chie Satonaka. That looks nice. I don't know who that is. Persona 3 main character. There's Slime. Yeah, that's a thing. There's Pixie. That looks like a guy off Shin Megami Tensei. These look like maybe some type of shadows or something, because they were in... They look like shadows from Persona 5. So maybe there's like some correlation with Shin Megami Tensei or something. Like I said, I haven't beat all the games. Jack Frost. Jack Frostises. Hey, little Jack Frost. I would want that. That's a Persona I know. I don't know her name though. There's Pixie again. And that's a guy of Persona 4. I mean, Shin Megami Tensei 4, not Persona 4. What am I saying? Next article. Shin Megami Tensei 4 final official complete guide announced. So, like I said again, well, this is another guide game for... This is another thing for a game that we do not have in the West, and we have no idea when we're going to get it in the West. And I'm sure it's coming sometime. But, right here, the guide has been announced for March 10th, 2016 via Amazon Japan. Official guide will contain information on clear the game, you know, guide stuff. It'll be 2,500 yen. Not expensive at all. Thing about... I pulled this up because, not because of final... I don't care about the official guide or whatever. But I started Shin Megami Tensei 4. And it's an alright game. I mean... Again, the graphics on the 3DS, it just draws me away. I'm not a graphics guy, but the knowing that it could look so much better, and I don't like the first-person battle. I don't like that at all. Dungeon crawler thing. I like how it's 3D walking around the dungeons, but I don't like the first-person battle thing. That's just preference. So maybe if it was on, I don't know, home console or the Vita, I like it better. I might beat it. I'm a couple hours in. It's fun, but I just don't like the way it looks. So this is all the Persona news for a couple months, actually. And I'm sure we'll get more in it. But there's one thing I want to talk about. This is on IGN.com. I'm sure most gamers know about IGN.com. It's a fun little article saying NECA Toys says Sony is bringing back Crash Bandicoot. Now there's been a lot of talk of Crash coming back because, first off, at the Sony... What is it called? PSX, PlayStation Experience. At PlayStation Experience, one of the guys, I don't remember his name, it's over my mind right now, he was wearing a Crash shirt, so a lot of people were saying, oh my god, Crash coming back. So, there's like these things like, oh, maybe Crash is coming back, but this has been updated, saying it's not happening. Pretty boring story, you know, oh, this is happening, no it's not, it was updated in just a couple hours. And they're like, it's not happening at all. I just want to bring it up because saying I never played a Crash game. That's not true, actually. I played Crash 1 on the PlayStation 1 at a friend's house, and I thought it was alright. I mean, when I was a kid, I played Nintendo games. I went from Nintendo to Xbox to PlayStation, so... Never Sega. I never played Sega. So, yep, there's that. And if they did release that, I'd probably buy it and get into Crash. Like with Ratchet and Clank, I've played Ratchet and Clanks here and there, but I know with this new game coming out, I'll probably get it and play it. It's just a roller coaster I missed because I was not into games back then. But yep, that's all the news from the past month and a half, 2 months that's happened. Like I said, this is the very slow time in video games. We have upcoming releases. I know Fire Emblem Fates is coming out this week. This is February 14th. So Fire Emblem Fates, Birthright, and Conquest are coming out. Street Fighter V is coming out this month. And then The Division is coming out in March. And the only other thing I can think of is Zelda Twilight Princess HD is coming out. So not a bad selection, but that's like 3.5, I guess, if you got the HD game as a new game, but I don't because I have a copy, 2 copies already, so I can play the game right now. There's not much being added to it. But yeah, so I'm hoping that I will be able to do this sooner rather than later, another one of these podcasts, but we'll see. I would love to do another one because this is really fun, and I hope you guys enjoy this because I do enjoy this. And tell me how the background music, it's not background. Tell me how the background music went because I'm hoping that goes well. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys, and watching for the first time in video, and I'll see you next time. What the hell was that outro? I didn't even go. Just fine. Dumb.